saw fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Harmony and unison.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
All lies shall be revealed.
Protect! It's okay. It's Star's Echo.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk. All lies shall be revealed.
Serenity is before me.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Magic be sweet to the beat. Hands up, embrace who you wanna be. We're reaching heights unseen. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Feel the fire deep within. You're the key to where my trust begins. Join my dream, it's just the right time.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our fates become one. All lies shall be revealed.
Resonate all together.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Okay, testing.
Fiends or devils.
Yep, every couple months my OBS
It's okay.
just
It's okay.
gets rid of some of my settings. That's what was going on. I wasn't muted. My OBS screwed up. My I don't know what OBS even stands for.
Star's Echo.
Yeah, it should work now. Glad you can hear now, Ellie. How are you doing? How's this wonderful weekend treating you so far?
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our fates become one. All lies shall be revealed.
How do you describe OBS to somebody who doesn't know what OBS is? It's like the operating system for streaming.
Harmony and unison.
Time for resolution. Ha!
Is it because of her chest issues or her chest pains that she was telling me about that I told her she should go in for?
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our
Okay,
fates
can you
become
say
one. So
what it
fragile,
might
like a wisp of
be?
silk.
Because I was telling her when I had chest pains, I was a little short of breath as well, and it ended up being a pulmonary
All
embolism,
lies shall be revealed.
which apparently I got injured somewhere and I got a clot in my lungs. That's what a pulmonary embolism is.
Star's Echo.
I hope she's doing okay.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
What a thing to deal with on top of everything else that she's been dealing with. That sucks.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
It's okay. It's okay. Resonate all together.
Serenity is before me.
All lies shall be revealed.
Oh yeah, I totally understand, Ellie. That's why I was checking to see if it was something worth sharing, or I mean, that you could share.
All lies shall be revealed.
But I'm glad she'll get better soon. I'm glad she'll get better soon.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Get them.
Thus our fates become one. All lies shall be revealed.
How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, you said you're okay. How's your baby? These are the first speed ones I've received.
Watch on your path.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Evolution. Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Serenity is before me.
All lies to be revealed. So fragile, like a
Just
wisp of
tired.
silk.
That's what it's like being a mom, though, isn't it?
Pick on someone your own size.
Order to doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
All lies to be revealed.
We just had our Mother's Day in America the other weekend. Not last weekend, but the weekend before. And I got to see my mommy. I actually left my apartment. My stepdad drove an hour and a half to where I live just to pick me up for her. To bring me to her, and then drove me back another hour and a half.
Resonate all together.
Catadons. Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Serenity is before me.
All lies to be revealed.
Get them.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk. All lies to be revealed.
Stars echo.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Fiends or devils.
Yo, that was a close heal, Wawa.
Thus
Way
our
to come in
fates
clutch.
become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Yeah, you popped in right when the stream started, Ellie. Free. What's the Glaya doing over here?
You carry the faint scent of distant lands. Would you like a bath, noble hero?
What are your hobbies, Lady Aglaya? My hobby is bathing. Yo. Went to sleep at 4 a.m.? Damn. I went to sleep at 7 p.m. I used to stay up all night, like literally all night until the break of dawn. I worked overnights. But then I realized the part of the night that I enjoyed wasn't the first half of the night. It was actually the second half of the night, the mornings. So I just started going to bed earlier and earlier so I could wake up earlier and earlier. Now I wake up around 4 o'clock a.m. Hey, 6 hours is decent. And of course you'd always want more, but 6 hours isn't bad. Your sleep schedule doesn't exist. Yeah. Floofy, 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 and Ellie, 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 floofy, floofy, floofy. I wasn't paying attention. Was that one? Counts. Come home, Hyacinth! Thanks, Floofy. We got one more pull because we got Serval. What is my pity at? I think my pity's around 50. Just to what you have to do in a day. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 about. 56 pity. We got a quest to do, the main quest that we have been doing. Let's do Galactic Baseballer first. Oh, we got another pull. Nope. I want to go in the Divergent universe with a full Remembrance team. Once I pull Hyacinth.
The tour is over, and it's time for some rest.
We want to increase all allies' break effect. Darker at the beginning? See, for me, they want me to use Firefly, but I'm going to use Rappa. No, I probably should use Firefly, huh? Should I use Firefly? I prefer Rappa. No, I'll use Rappa. Yo, X! X X X X X X X X X X X X. Hey X, did you know that the ticket is darker at the beginning when you get a 5-star? We all know about the rainbow hue, but I didn't know it was darker at the beginning.
Have we met? Unite
Just
our
a
goals.
visual problem.
Existence is unity.
Be of your body and mind, Iliad. Tell us first.
It's fine.
Ellie, do you play any video games? See, Ruin Bot. Oh no, I don't want to. Wait. Break style, Ruin Bot, 7-color baseball, Prayers of Beauty. Seven-color baseball, Prayers of Beauty, and Lucky Roulette. There we go. Oh, I hear ya. You can play games on your phone. You can fit a game on your phone every once in a while, can't you, Ellie? Wager. Heavy gloves. Golden rose. Damn. Sure. We'll take this one. Wait, no. Reset. Damn. I don't want any of these. Why you no gimme?
Dream vanished.
What kind of shows do you watch, Ellie?
All will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah.
Come on. No! Can I? Oh, that's right. We can exclude. Let's exclude this. I don't want this. Prayers of Beauty, we'll take that. And Lucky Roulette. Let's take Prayers of Beauty first.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Let us dance once more. Dream vanished. Share good fortunes.
Time to cleanse the filth.
A dog movie. Have you ever seen Homeward Bound?
Clouds scattered.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I remember Homeward Bound.
Be a pure body as mine.
And Milo and Otis. I like horror movies, kind of. They never scare me though. So I just don't get into them.
Dream vanished.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I'm gonna put some water on the pot. The kettle on for my Europeans. 1 second.
Ninjutsu, secret technique, dazzling obliteration.
So yeah, X. I've been thinking about it, X, and it's not really
Unite our goals. Let us dance.
Chiacoli side story. It's just
All
an
will be
addition to
swept
the main
away by the
story.
wind.
Be a pure
It doesn't
body
say
as
it's a
mine.
character's story. It's just an addition to the story.
Clouds scattered.
You ignored the main story too? It's the main story. Yo! Vampire Survivors!
Ninjutsu, secret technique, dazzling obliteration.
Share good fortunes.
Eternal. Time to cleanse the filth.
It finally continues the plot with the church and drops a huge bombshell at the end. And it brings back a character that was the first character you met in Renacida ever. Do you remember the first character you ever met in Renacida?
Clouds scattered.
Or wait, did you meet him before or after Brand? Yeah, the playwright.
Be of your body and mind.
Yeah, he makes an appearance.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Why? Fuck him, though. I mean, seriously, though, fuck him. He's evil.
Unite our goals.
Yeah, that makes a
Let
good
us
villain.
dance once more.
I think he's a villain. Most likely he's a villain. I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, he wants to tell a story.
All will be
And
swept
it's
away
like,
by the wind.
this is the most generic story I've ever heard in my life. Shut up. Well, you may not want to skip it this time. At least until the very end. Don't skip it at the very end. He's only appeared right at the for a couple minutes at the very beginning, though. You're not gonna do the story? Why not? You don't care about the story in Muwa? Well, fine, I'll talk about it then. It's not a character story, it's the main story, X. Even look at it on the thing. It doesn't say it's a character story. It's just continuing the main story. Yeah, the Chiconia thingy is the main story.
Dream vanished.
I don't know why.
Be of your body and mind.
Fine, I'll just say it. It has to do with Hecate. You know Hecate, the super big bad evil
Unite our
woman?
goals.
In the main story of Renacida, right after the at the end of the whatever festival, the lady all in red, the one who's there with Scar, the girl, Hecate. Well, she has a tacit discord form, but she's not a tacit discord. She's all in red bandages and has an eye that's covered. Yeah, that was her.
Let us dance once
And she
more.
shows up in this story too.
Dream vanished.
Well, the name of the enemy is Hecate, and that's her name.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Scar isn't in this one, no, but Hecate it's a bombshell right at the end that a certain person is actually Hecate.
Unite our goals.
Existence is unity.
You're just yanking my chain. She's the female version of Scar. What looks like an NPC number 3. Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? I bet you that blonde douchebag is Scar. Holy shit, good call, X. And you haven't even played the story. This one.
Ninjutsu, secret technique, dazzling obliteration! Everything in this world is bleeding.
Unite our goals.
Eternal.
Because the blonde douchebag is working with Hecate. Well, you just have to play the story and find out, X.
Ninjutsu, secret technique, dazzling obliteration!
Oh, Zenless Zone Zero story can take a side. With how good the story is of Amphorius and Renacida right now, I'm not saying Zenless Zone Zero can't be as good, but I doubt it.
Let us dance once more.
I can't really comment on Amphorius though right now. I haven't finished the story yet.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Burb. Boss enemy.
Cloud scatter.
Argentine! No!
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
Be of pure body and mind.
What the hell?
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge.
Share good fortunes.
Yeah. Rotate, increasing.
Super attack.
Ninjutsu secret technique, dazzling obliteration.
Rise to the challenge.
Clouds scattered.
The flesh wound.
Be of pure body and mind.
Rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge.
Yo, love that wrap up. Oh, you are, Ellie? Okay. Tell her I send my best wishes and all my blessings.
Let us dance once more.
She's got a lucky puka on her side.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Rise to the challenge.
It's taking forever. Morning, JJ! JJ. Hey, is the chat showing up on the screen?
Rise to the challenge. Rise to the challenge.
Okay, yeah, it is. Yeah, it
Rise to
is.
the challenge.
Share good fortunes.
Rise to the challenge.
The sound wasn't working earlier through OBS, so I was wondering if anything else is screwed up.
For chivalry.
Double S! JJ and X are back! Yo! Favoring Plumb. Okay, wait, I'm gonna quick check my water. Water is done. 2 more seconds. Or 1 more minute, I should say. Alright. Since I don't have to put sugar in my coffee, it doesn't take as long. You pulled high C, Nex? Wait. Did you want high scene for Mighty? When did you pull high scene? Everybody's pulling high scene except for me. Yeah. Be there for her, because I can't be there for her, Ellie. Yeah, that was what I was saying. It sucks that just as she's feeling better in one area, she's feeling crappy in another. Did you mention that you pulled her yesterday, X? Oh, that's right. Now I remember. You want to use her as a DPS. Well, I'm going to pull her right now. Or right now. Or not. Boom, boom, balloon. Cypher!
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me.
Crowbar! Welcome, Crowbar. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the lurk.
Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Oh, so tired.
Yo.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Oh, I'm not turning it off yet.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures
leather.
in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Gray Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Your legs are long and wires.
Yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that. Watch me.
That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer, safer. Let me try this on. Where is my treasure?
Whose treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is...
Story is too long,
Forgotten about this.
but it's a good story.
Believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules. I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure. Starting navigation.
Or are you talking about Honkai Star Rail, JJ?
Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time. Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Isn't that... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking?
Where are
Coming
you
up
in this
with
story,
name?
JJ?
Hey, if you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
I think the Lao Fu and
Absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
parts of Penacony felt like they drug on a little too long.
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. singing? You're totally out of tune. There's a big guy guarding this plane. Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yo, Hype! How's it going today, Hype?
So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right.
Oh, you did?
Rogue nature.
Did you play it at all yet?
Huh? I feel that swing. Away we go.
What's this guy's name? The white hair guy and blonde hair with the red markings.
As you wish.
It's the competition for how many enemies we can defeat.
Repay.
Embrace a new life.
How many enemies we can defeat.
Dead return.
White hair guy and the blonde hair with red
Nature
markings.
protect us.
Oh wow, I don't remember that at all,
Such an
JJ.
ugly,
What
useless
what
creature,
planet are
taken
you
down
on?
with just a couple of hits.
You gotta
Oh,
narrow it
boy.
down some. Finish the short tutorial. So you just got through the part where you play as one character,
Hey.
right?
Bartolos, are you still alive?
Here. I mean, sleep.
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Oh, you're on Amphorius? I thought you were further behind than that, JJ. My bad, my bad. Finon and Mighty. Do you think the story's too long, JJ, or do you think the levels are too long?
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
Cypher is kind of crazy, isn't she?
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
Reading, 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 reading. Lots of reading. Reading, reading, reading. Reading, 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 we're reading. How long is this? Holy crap. Okay, so the city starts flooding, people start fleeing. They run away towards Akima. Okay.
This looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
There's a lot of exposition in the story, but it all begins to make sense. Okay, Ellie. Again, tell Cora I said hi, and you take care of yourself as well.
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama.
How far are you in the
At
story,
least,
Hype?
I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky.
Are you all caught up? You're all caught up, aren't you, Hype?
It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing titan,
Amphorius becomes peak later on, trust me.
should be an apprentice at Kephal's priestly court.
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock.
Huh. Well, the information, it introduces a lot of new terminology, and it uses a lot of, how can I say this appropriately? It uses a lot of heavy language.
Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what?
But once it gets
nearly
going,
1,000 years?
it all makes sense. But I trust I value your opinions.
Oh, I see. But you and a
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Sandra?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy.
I don't need a controller, after all. Hand of Zagreus.
Clear the obstacles using the hand of Zagreus.
Looks like a charm.
The new Wooba story is beyond peak. It's the peak of the peaks
Not
of the
bad.
peak where the little
However, I
flag
still
is
don't see how
stationed
this
at top.
ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room.
Hey, slow down. That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
When it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, Haas.
Go beyond all time and space on the journey of flame chase.
Oh, I know where you're at, JJ. You're almost caught up. Have you played the new story that just got released with Chiacola?
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady said so, how could I not be incredible?
It's basically a continuing. It's basically a new part of the main story. Giacona's story. It's basically the main story. Have you played it?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
They haven't had many character stories that had much to do with the main story for a while now. But then they just dropped this one, and it is basically the main story. You'll get there, JJ.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor's all yours.
Rochia's on the banner right now, JJ.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it all.
It's gotta be an easy one, because it's plot related. Oh wow, we skipped a break time. Okay, yowza. I've got to be right back.
Stump me.
Every hour, gotta take a break for personal medical reasons. I will be back as soon as possible, and in the meantime, I hope you stick around, because we'll be back with some more Honkai Star Rail. See you soon. back.
It's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you, don't move.
Hey, Eskimo! Eskimo is here. Hey, baby.
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
That's my baby.
What, boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet.
Baby.
I'll handle her.
Thanks for the welcome back, JJ. Okay, are you gonna pull for her before the banner ends, though, JJ?
Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck.
Okay, I got you, JJ.
With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Cyphera?
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya.
Really?
You've gone to such lengths
I thought
to
it was going to
spy
be
on
one of the
my every move.
assassins.
What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this.
Huh? No!
I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
Isirens.
So this time,
What?
I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please,
Come to the light side,
come back
Cypher.
to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
No!
Goodbye, Aglaya. Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aw, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
What?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life,
What?
through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
Oh, they literally have blood of gold? That was literal?
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and... Stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world.
What?
And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
What? She her child?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysosairs. I've read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure, an organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the era nova the Chrysos eras strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal, may be no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where Scat Cats is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Krateros?
There you are, Lord Donhung.
We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
I knew it was gonna happen, but...
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the Flame Chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
But they were after the Chrysosayers.
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the Flame Chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate.
No. Global announcement: due to the force majeure, the world the world wound web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. Currently not in the service area. Whitelist protocol loaded. Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once.
Aglaya? Is this... blasted? Those guys...
Was it those guys is doing?
But how could they possibly... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Finon, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Boom, boom, boom.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You Aglaya. In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact. I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
Aglaya.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
Something about this feels like a scheme.
I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Look, she's still here, everyone! She's still here!
Dunham came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
Oh, you're back. How is everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine.
No,
Just tell
something very bad happened, JJ.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, gods.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City Guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Why didn't they go after us?
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the Grove and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps...
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Tribby as she understands Aglaya's mind best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
Who is Raiden's voice actor? Wait, like Genshin Impact Raiden?
The baths are empty.
I'm gonna turn on the fan.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Crateros. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident.
Oh, Raiden for Mortal Kombat. Okay. I don't know.
It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now. Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's
Yeah, Crateros.
last moments.
I know who you're talking about. It does sound familiar. But I haven't heard Raiden's voice in a long time, actually.
I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treby and Trinan, they've lost 1,000-year-old bond. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the Grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time...
Yeah, neither have I, JJ.
I think now's the...
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As
I
I
don't remember
read
which
this,
one I played.
you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show, and I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akuma still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally,
That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius, the gate to Emphorius's future. Go.
No.
Complete the flame chase journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Along, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Understood. I guess I'm a messenger now.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Shartonas has arrived.
Cortonis, what brings you to Marmorial Palace? I planned to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right, your assessment is. Now, here. Take this.
Yo!
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Precise, your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Amphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's
Oh.
this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little in this way. She wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos Heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason.
Yeah, I did know that, JJ. You don't hear their voices very often, but when you do, you can tell they're different.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver? Find the murderer! Make them pay! I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finan has a way with words.
Be quiet and listen carefully.
race journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest
Oh crap, it's break
duty
time.
in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the Holy City for a millennium. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
That singing sounds so familiar.
Oh, it's okay. All right, gotta take the break now. We'll be back and continue this on. I'm sorry it's a little ill-timed, but I do need to take this break every hour for personal medical reasons, and I will see you soon. So please stick around, and we'll be back with the continuation of the finale, I'm assuming, of this part of the story of Honkai Star Rail. Alright, and we're back. That singing sounds so familiar.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Oh, God, no!
Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aglaia.
Remember, Finan, after completing the Flame Chase, leave the decision to initiate the Miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaia. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to say wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaia.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finding of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightymouse.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people. I've tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Days later, at Dawncloud.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different
What the-
kinds of memories.
Oh my. Okay, well, we have a first, ladies and gentlemen. We have a first. A gacha game made me cry.
I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cypher, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawncloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypher. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, Seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power.
You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero.
But I don't know what I need to do to get there. I can't weave golden dresses like you. I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins. And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby. The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you.
I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypher. I know. are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way.
I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Donos.
I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone is simple. And kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it? Even though it's a lie?
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes
they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one.
Yo!
But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to no bat on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akuma closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akuma yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Secret art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akuma because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
You're seen. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
Fat fuck.
I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
$140 Stellar Jade. Damn. He got a place filled with memories.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
Ah.
I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the
Just
Grove's
bugged out.
teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice.
Did you make your first gacha polls?
However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras.
Oh wait, you literally got bugged? Are you playing on your phone?
Secondly, to clarify,
Because I've had a
the
couple
last
bugs
lesson means
as
the
well.
last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Oh, I haven't played much on PC, just what I've done on stream.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers
It's still a
aren't
brand
good
new
enough to
game,
be
pretty
considered
much.
lessons.
All you do every day is wag that
What
sharp
teleport
tongue of
thingy?
yours. That's a credit deduction. Fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols
So
for
who did you
cohort's
pull?
final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anax's nemesis.
You didn't do any polls.
There's a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but... I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than...
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
Yeah, I've had it freeze a couple times on me, Hype, but it didn't... Oh, well, you've only pulled 10 times, right, JJ? I've had it freeze on me a couple times, but it always came right back. Wait, stream all good now? My stream blanked out, bugged out on you? The totem thingy you find in the abyss. Okay.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
That's weird. The bits seem fine now. I haven't been paying attention. I was too busy crying. This is the first time a gacha game has made me cry.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden Delzus to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
Doot.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
I seen?
Danny, what are you doing here?
Didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Fina mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to receive the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well,
Fat fuck.
what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Okay, I'm gonna stop this story. How long have we been playing Honkai Star Rail? For 2.5 hours? I've had my good cry.
The chromocopter is vibrating. There must be memory.
Oh crap. I didn't mean to... What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chromocopter. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chromocopter and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Right. Dude.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of Flame Chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Listen carefully.
Who has awakened me?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never
imagine someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Wait, Hype. Are you more than level 1?
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny? Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny. Got it.
Doot.
I'm counting. The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? Ah, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphi? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treevy. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treevy.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treevy, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treevy, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphie. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphie cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's... well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Zinni? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphie's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis?
Okay, we're gonna make... oh, achievement. Mourn the perishing of a great mortal. Damn it. We'll warp. If we pull her, we'll continue playing. Nope. And you know what? We're gonna wrap up the entire stream. That was just... I am completely exhausted. I did not expect to cry to a gacha game. Whoa, what is that banner? Top up ranks. If only obtained through Oneric pouch top-ups, not considering double or other special bonuses. You can obtain limited 5-star characters whose price ranges run from $198 to $475.2 based on the different top-up ranks. What the hell? How? Oh, I've got a silver one. What does a silver one give you? What's a golden companion's spirit? Stellar conversion shot. I can get Laucha's light cone? Do I have Laucha's light cone? Or blades? Or Fushuan's? Or whose is this? Is this Ruin Maze? I didn't even know. Should the wearer's break effect exceed or equal 1 skill point will be recovered. What the hell? I already have that one. Stay tuned. Damn. Are they improving Laucha? Do I have... Whose light cones here do I have? Her break effect is only 181? What? Did I never finish building Ruin May? Oh, what an outdated set. Oh my god. Okay, well, next time we have something to work on. And what is this? Galactic Baseballer. Does she have her hair and a couple pigtails there? Or is that... Huh. You can't see me. Alright. End of the stream for real. Don't have enough people to raid right now at the moment, so I'm just gonna sign off. We will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm just way too exhausted from this story. I'll play the rest of the gachas off stream. So we'll still be caught up by tomorrow. And I hope to see you next time. Until then.